Hello, my name's Emily, I'm an artist and jewellery maker and welcome back to my channel. As you are probably aware from my last video, last weekend was my birthday and I was very lucky to receive some lovely things from friends and family and thought I would show you the bits and bobs that I got. I'm also throwing in a few Christmas presents that I received as well because I haven't properly shown them in an art haul video, so thought I might as well kill two birds with one stone, as they say. I for one absolutely love watching art hauls, so thought I would do my own version of the bits and bobs I received for my birthday. So, to begin, my sister got me a Royal Talens sketchbook, and these are really lovely sketchbooks. They do have ivory smooth paper, around 140 GSM, 80 sheets, and I obviously had the yellow one because yellow is my favourite colour. I'm so rubbish at sketchbooking, but I thought having one for a gift would make me more inclined to stick with it and hopefully complete it, and I'm going to be documenting that process on my channel. My next video is actually going to be doing my first page of this sketchbook, starting it off strong, and I'm really excited to start that. I've done a rough idea on Procreate of what I want to do. I feel like if I prepare my ideas before I just go in there with art materials, I feel like it might make me more prepared and familiar, thus making less mistakes, which would be far better because I do struggle with the perfectionist qualities of a sketchbook. So hopefully by doing everything I can to make that right, it'll work. The next thing that I received also from my sister, which I'm so excited to use, are the Stabilo 3-in-1 woody pencils. Now, I was surprised how large they are. Not a bad thing. I'm really excited to have that looseness with them because they do make it less precise, and also the quality of them being water soluble is going to be really fun to play with as well. Kind of want to use these with my Neocolours, as I saw a few people use these over Neocolours or with Neocolours and they worked really well together. So very excited to use that. Thank goodness it came with a sharpener because these are bloody huge, like I mentioned. So particularly excited by the greens and the pink because those are some of my favourite colours to work with, but I'm so excited to use all of these. They will no doubt appear on my channel frequently, and especially in this sketchbook. My favourite form of art is mixed media, so being able to use this on top of paints like gouache and acrylic paint, I'm really excited to see some exciting textures in my work and hopefully having a blast. And it came with a brush as well, which is amazing, so cannot wait to get my grubby mitts using these. The next item that I'm going to show is a slightly boring purchase, and it wasn't a present. In fact, if it was the one that I bought myself. It is a tear-off paper palette, and it's got 36 sheets, 50 GSM. So excited to use this because I have made a mess of many of my plastic palettes and I'm sick to death of them. So I thought this would be a good concept of using a disposable method of housing my paints while I use them, and I'm very excited. I purchased this from TK Maxx for $2.99. While in TK Maxx, I also bought some brushes because I am a fan of bargain brushes. I don't use massively high quality brushes. I like to keep them cheap and cheerful because I am not the most kind to my brushes. I hope to be better, but I got the set of acrylic Mont brushes. I loved how tapered they were, and then I picked up the Rowney Simple or Simply range, and there was a filbert brush in there, and I am partial to a filbert brush, so I grabbed those as well. I believe I bought both of these sets for under a £5, so I'm very excited to have those in my collection as well. For Christmas, my partner got me a set of 2 journals. This is the navy blue one. I also have a yellow one that came with the set, and these are square grid format journals, and my boyfriend is a maths teacher, so he's very smug that this paper was my choice, but nonetheless I'm very excited to start more journaling because I do find it very therapeutic to do, and I just love playing with washi tape and writing stuff down, so that's going to be fabulous. Another Christmas present, this is from my mother, and she knows how much I love journaling and stickers, and well, this book is quite literally perfect for me. This book is a sticker book full of sort of Bibliophilia inspired stickers, so lots of story writing based things, some very surreal pieces as well, which I'm so excited to see because it is my favourite form of art. And I can't wait to use these in my journal. I do have the Antiquarian sticker book, I believe the original one, and I am looking at the Imaginarium one very closely on Amazon. But yeah, just beautiful illustrations. I love this sort of era of illustrations, and I'm so excited to have this in my collection. It'll be a shame to use all the stickers, but then also it'll make my journals look very pretty. I thought I'd mention with these books, the stick on the back isn't necessarily massively strong, so I like this because the permanence of it changes when you can, say you choose to put it down somewhere in your journal and you're not a fan of the placement, you can quite easily take it off and pop it somewhere else. For the indecisive person that I am, that works really well, but they haven't got a massively strong stick, so if that's something that you do look for in stickers, then just so you know. I am so excited about this next one because I haven't used oil pastels before. It's something I've never really dabbled with, but oh my goodness, have I wanted to try them, and what better way to try them than with Sennelier. This is the landscape variety. I do believe they also have like a portrait and I think a still life version as well. But landscapes work so well for me because I do like botanical pieces, landscapes and anything organic, and I love green, so this was such an exciting thing to receive. Look at those colours. I mean, can you just not? There's a one shade that I've had on my wish list for a long time if I was going to try them, which was Mummy, which is like a sort of greyish lavender shade. I think it's that one there. And I'm also excited to use a lot of the earthy greens, so really, really pleased to receive this. So do expect to see these incorporated in my artwork very frequently. I'm thrilled to bits and I'm just mesmerised. It's a media that's always baffled me in a way because it has that looseness and I'm quite a perfectionist, but as I've loved my neo colours for so long, I think these will be such a lovely way to experiment because I kind of am familiar with the neo colours and I will use these in a similar way and hopefully grow in confidence with them. My mother also gifted me the full set of the Derwent Graphitint pencils. Oh my goodness, these have been on my wish list for so long. They are a tinted graphite pencil, so it has a graphite-like texture, so quite grainy, but all with tints. But it gets better. You can use water with them, and they are water soluble, so they almost act like a watercolour as well. This just seems like my most perfect pencil. Is it a pencil? Is it a paint? We just don't know. And just look at those colours, those greens and browns I cannot wait to use in my landscapes and earthy pieces. But then also there has a shade called Juniper, which is like the most gorgeous magenta shade, which I am so excited to use. And they're just gorgeous. I'm kind of not too sure whether I'm going to take them out of this packaging because it just looks so beautiful. And yes, I did spend that time turning all of them round so they all said Derwent Graphitint. It's all about the aesthetic. And come on, look at them. It's so worth it. I am thinking of swatching these all in a separate video or do some form of pencil video comparisons or favourite pencils, that sort of thing. So if that sounds like something you'd like to see, do let me know. But I am going to be using these a lot, so as I use them, we become more familiar with them. My opinions will be disclosed and I'll tell you all about what I think of them. Then for some jewellery bits and bobs, I did pick up some more 5mm jump rings and a lot of clay. I bought a £1 block of Fimo white because I use this colour very frequently and find that the smaller blocks are good for when I'm not using a lot of it, but then the bigger block, if I'm using chunks for mixing colours and things, I do need a fair bit. So I thought that would be a good idea to get that, along with some smaller blocks as well. I also picked up some very popular colours that I use within my work and grabbed Mother of Pearl Fimo, which I used most of in the Christmas collections, so needed some more. And then grabbed a black. I normally use this in smaller quantities, so I did only pick up the one. I then grabbed a Christmas red, an emerald, and then a peppermint. I do use a lot of these colours as their pure self, but I do also mix a lot for earthier foliage things, so these were staples for me. The whites are so good for mixing. I do like to make sure I've got plenty in stock, and they have thus been replenished. Clay is probably the medium I use most consistently, so I like to make sure I've got plenty in stock. I am also starting a brand new project for an entirely new item in my shop, and they do involve wool. So I picked up some yarn. These are the Signet DK yarns because they're the ones that I'm quite familiar with. I like the colour range and they are nice to use, so I picked up some colours for the ideas that I have. I'm not going to give too much away, but it's a brand new item in my shop. It's not jewellery, it's something entirely different, and that's all I'm going to reveal for now. But I did need some supplies and did just that. I believe the colours that I got were, the red is called Cherry, the green on top is called Juniper, I got white, black, the beige I got was called Harvest, the green is Kiwi, and that yellow is Daffodil. I really rate these yarns, they're not too expensive and you get a lot of them for the money, and they've got some really pretty colours. So this is all I'm going to say on the matter. I'm going to leave you in suspense, but very excited. Now, the final things that I received for my birthday is some reading material, non-fiction, and my boyfriend surprised me with this Monet book for Christmas. It's both like a biography and a portfolio of all of his work in a really lovely layout and display. It's got some of my favourite pieces in, and I'm so excited to read this and use it as reference and inspiration for my artwork. What I like about this book in particular is it's very digestible. There's more like snippets of information over like long lengthy paragraphs. It's got like enough information to provide you an insight without being massively overwhelmed with rows and rows of text. My mother is also a fan of Monet, so I no doubt will be lending this to her for her to have a nosy through too. Another surprise Christmas present from my boyfriend was a book all about Frida Kahlo. Now, I have the diary of Frida Kahlo, but not a biography. I'm fascinated with Frida and find her very relatable with her use of art as a pain relief. I truly cannot get enough information about her. I find her so inspiring, love her artwork, a very welcome addition to my bookshelf. Now, there's a theme here. My boyfriend also surprised me with this book for Christmas, and I have used a couple of these patterns already, and I am in love with this book. For someone who doesn't understand diagrams, like the crochet diagrams, to read the pattern, this is a breeze. It just bullet points the stitches and how many you need to do. This one I'm very excited to do, and is a slight sneak peek of an idea that I want to do. Truly can't wait to get stuck into this project. And with such an easy book for the novice crocheter in me. Next was a book that I didn't know existed, but I'm so pleased that I have this because it's going to be so useful. It's a book about living and sustaining a creative life. So it's essays from 40 artists, some of which I recognise the names of, or at least have recognised the work of these artists. And it's essays about advice that they're giving to people who want to have their career be their artwork. This is going to be the perfect place to get some advice on how to succeed in this art business from people who have actually done it and people who have gone through the highs and lows. These real people with their real experiences, matters that artists do struggle with, and I'm really pleased to have this as a reference. The final thing that my brother-in-law got me for Christmas is a label maker, well, like a DYMO label embosser, I believe this is called. So excited, I'm going to use this in my journals, and he knows me so well because he got me colourful tape to go with it. This is going to make journaling so much easier. Also, low-key want to label everything in my bungalow. But that is everything that I received for Christmas and birthdays, and I'm so excited to incorporate these into my daily life of arty shenanigans. Lots of fun things to play with in future videos. But that's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video or like me, please do subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here and join me on all of my arty endeavours. Like I said, the next video will be a starting this sketchbook, and probably will use all of these items or some of these items in that video. So if that tickles your fancy, stay tuned. But that's the end of this video. I really hope you have a truly magical rest of your day. Please stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!